Hey Nation, it's your favorite nurse Jasmine, and I'm back today with another nursing video. So although this is primarily for my nursing huns, just because you guys kind of will understand what I'm saying more, but it is basically targeted towards anybody in any career field, no matter what you do. I don't care if you work at Walmart or if you work for CEO of a multi-million-dollar company, which if you do, you probably aren't watching my videos, but y'all get what I'm saying. Today's video is going to be a little bit about motivation, and we're coming up on the end of the year, and sometimes I think you need to reevaluate your goals and basically reflect on how far you've come during the year before the new year even starts. So we're getting a little bit early on the motivation train. Kind of been in this mind frame of where I want to be a little bit more positive. I don't know if you guys are like me and you are not a walking, talking billboard for positivity and manifesting a positive life, and it comes back to you. All you got to do is think of that, right? So that has really been like a big thing, which I love to see. I feel like if you do have a positive mind, you will be more positive. You will see the positive in things, versus me, who can sometimes be more of a realist and a pessimist when it comes to certain situations. So as I am going through this very difficult journey of trying to become a nurse practitioner, I don't really like to struggle. I've been struggling with this program, okay? This has been a lot harder than what I thought it was going to be. And I get in my own head real easy. Well, I have been trying to find motivation to just be appreciative of the things that are around me and the things that I have, because I know even 10 years ago my life was completely different. Yes, I was married to the same man and had the same kids. Well, I had one kid, but let's say 7 years ago, my life was completely different, and I prayed for the time where I can be where I am now. And now that I'm here, I still can get in my head and make up a sad situation that I'm doing so much worse than I am. The point of this video is to share with you guys kind of what I've been going through recently. So I got to the point where I was not really appreciative of the things that are around me. I take advantage of kind of where I'm at. Like people are so proud of where I am, like my family and my friends and things like that. And sometimes I just think that it's still not enough, because sometimes I have that mentality where I feel like I should always be doing better, which is okay to have. Like, you should definitely have that drive to continue to be the best you that you can be, but it should not come to the point where you are creating a sad situation in your head that is really not there. And I am so glad that God allowed me to actually sit back and realize that I am creating this facade, that I am doing so much worse than what I actually am. So I found myself at one point in time like Googling how to become a millionaire before you're 40, or what did I do to get X amount of dollars, and YouTubing videos where this one girl was like, she made $20,000 in 2 weeks as a nurse. And you know, there was a girl, she was like, how I became a millionaire before I turned 21, and how I made all of this money before I was a certain age. And there's actually one girl on here who, I'm not going to mention her name. She was like, she was super broke, and she manifested like $20,000 in a month and was able to start her own business, and now she has $1 million business, and all through like manifestation and positive thinking. And I found myself digging this hole of how I can make more money, and I need more money, and I need to do this thing so that way I can buy these things, so that way people will see how successful I am. And then I had to like sit back and step back and like look at even my Google history and my YouTube history and be like, Jasmine, really? Like, money is not going to miraculously make you happy. If you're not happy with your situation that you're in now, money is not going to change that. And then I thought about it. It's not that I'm not happy with my situation. I love what I do for a living. I love the money that I make. And it is more money than I probably thought I would ever make 7 years ago. and the things that I have, the materialistic things. When I die, my eulogy is not going to say Jasmine was a millionaire before she was 21. Jasmine was a millionaire before she turned 40. It's not gonna say that. I want people to talk about how I am as a person, how I treated them, and how much I was loved. And I find myself creating a sad situation that frustrates me and make me mad and make me angry and cause me to like snap, because I'm so focused on I need to make money. I need to be prosperous. And then I look around and I'm like, Jasmine, you're pretty doggone blessed. You know what I'm saying? I have a loving husband. I have freaking amazing kids. And my mom is like my ace boom coon. And I'm doing a job that I prayed to God so many nights and so many days and so many hours to give me the strength and the ability to get to where I am. So now that I'm here, why am I not happy? And it wasn't that I wasn't happy. It's just that the world makes you feel like if you don't have a lot of money, then you can't, like, you're not happy. You can't be happy. You're not driving this. You're not doing that. You don't have this many. So what are you really doing? And I got sucked up into that. I'm not going to lie. And I am so happy that I like stepped away from it and was able to realize what was going on. Say, you know what, Jasmine, set you some goals. Be your own motivation. Stop looking at the outside world and focus on you. I have found motivational speaker Les Brown. I'm pretty sure all you guys know who he is. He is amazing. He is so like dead on, and he comes from a point that you can relate to. And he often, like, one of his videos that really caught my attention was he was talking about getting out of your own way. You are the main reason you won't reach your goals. The things that you put in front of you, the negative thinking that you do to yourself, you talking yourself out of doing something, though, that is how you're not going to reach your goals. And I, at one point, was like, okay, MP school is too hard. I don't know if I can do this. What if I just don't get my MP and I become X, Y, and Z, and then I do A, B, and C, and then I work extra, and then I might take a traveling assignment, and then I'm going to do what this nurse did who made $20,000 in 2 weeks, and then I can make like 500 grand in a year. Like, that is what happened in my head. Like, being a nurse practitioner is something that you really want. This is not about money, and it is gonna be hard, and just because it's hard, you can't give up. And I was basically getting in my own way, and there was a time, it was like 2 days I did absolutely no homework. I mean, I'm paying for it now, but I didn't do any homework or anything because I was so focused on reach more people, how to make my channel better, how to be a better nurse, how to make more money as a nurse, and so that way my family is good. And then I was like, Jasmine, your family is good now. Like, my boys are very well taken care of. My husband takes amazing care of us. And I just created a false reality for what I was in. And I was basically getting in my own way and telling myself, you can still make a lot of money if you don't become a nurse practitioner, because this is hard. And I know there's a lot of us that do this, because I get a lot of questions and I get a lot of emails of people who like, I wanted to become a nurse, but you know, I didn't do well on the T's, so I just gave up on it and I'm going to do something else. Or I was going to be a nurse, but the courses was hard, so I decided to take this route instead. And I am just like you guys. I did the exact, for like that period of maybe like a week, I did the exact same thing where I almost gave up my journey of trying to become a nurse practitioner because it's hard. And I was like, okay, let me reevaluate. What is my number one goal right now? My number one goal is to be happy, to go to school, and to focus on my family. Majority of that I am already doing. Like, those are goals that I'm already putting into play. Like, it's like a weight off of my shoulder. And just sharing this with you guys is like a weight off of my shoulders. Like, what you are doing, you are good enough. And just because you're not making $1 million does not mean you're not good enough. And then I start thinking about all of these millionaires and famous people and actors and singers and everyone else who uses drugs to cope with the fact that they're not happy, or they commit suicide because they're not happy, and they have millions and millions of dollars. So it just shows you that money is not everything. And I get so tired of seeing people tell other people, like, girl, you need to make your money. Don't worry about X, Y, and Z. Like, don't worry about these relationships and these friendships, and just worry about you and getting your money. When it's like, ultimately, yes, it's about getting money and making sure that you bossing up and that you're taking care of yourself first. But also, friendships mean a lot. Now, know when to cut ties with friends, know when to cut ties with family, but also know that the love and relationships that you get from friends and family, those are going to be the ones that are really down for you, though. Those are far better than anything that money can buy. Like, money can't buy that. Money can't buy calling your best friend in the middle of the night like, girl, I'm about to send you this book, read this. And Ladita, you know what I'm talking about. And, you know, money can't buy just calling up your mom and having a 3-hour conversation with her. And money can't buy the goofiness and fun times and, like, karaoke that you, card games that you do with your husband and your kids. Like, money can't buy any of that stuff. And sometimes you can be your own motivation. Like, I am my own motivation. Like, my family, where I'm at in life, like, where I'm at is something that people dream of and they pray for, because I was once there dreaming and praying for where I am at now. And I am so happy that I was able to, like, reevaluate everything and see, like, Jasmine, girl, you your own motivation. Don't let this outside world make you feel like if you don't have $1 million in your bank account, like, you can't be happy, because that is absolutely false. I want you guys to be your own motivation, whether that is motivation to be better and to actually finally go for something that you've been scared of doing. Like, if your goals don't scare you, your goals aren't big enough. If your dreams and goals are not scary and they're not hard to get, they're not big enough. So go for something that you're super scared of. Write it down right now. Write down something that you want to do so bad, like it's a passion in you, and you're so scared to do it because you're scared you might fail. Write it down right now and make that be your goal for 2019. Priority goal. My priority goal for 2019, school. FNP school, successfully getting through it, because right now, even the thought of starting clinicals next month scares the living shit out of me. And that's how I know I'm supposed to do it. That's how I know. I want to do it so bad, but I'm scared I might fail, so I'm going to do it. And that's what I want you guys to do. And that is the purpose of this video. I want you guys to start having more positive vibes, positive thoughts. Thanksgiving is coming up. We need to be thankful for even the little things that we have, because there's somebody who has none of that. They don't even have a fraction of what you have. And we got to be thankful. But we need to be thankful every single day. Every day. And that's what I'm going to start doing. And I hope that's what you guys do. I want all of us to reach our goals together and be motivation for one another. And that's what we're going to do. So that is it for this video. I know it's a little bit different, but I hope you still enjoyed it. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to leave them below in the comment section, as well as subscribe. It's absolutely free. Turn on your notification button and go follow me over on the gram. Until the next video, I'll talk to all you hunts later. Bye. Bye.